bit broken. Bye-bye.
It looks like a pimple on a pig's arse. Are you kidding me? That's
Look at my spec. Ooh, clickbait, clickbait. This is the Maserati Grecale. It is a beautiful Macan-style SUV, and it is what everybody is excited about, up to and including myself. I will admit, I'm looking into how to get one. This is so based on the Stelvio, which is the sister car to the Grecale. Grecale, if you're wondering, is the Italian word for Greek. And the Maserati boffins down at Modena, where Maserati are manufactured and come from, they have been busy at work. So basically, you'll be able to get yourself 3 variants of this SUV from birth, 3 petrol engines, 2 variants of the 3-litre Nettuno V6, which is borrowed from Ferrari. All right, just to let you know, and is used in the MC20 supercar, which none of us have really seen. I saw it in the flesh once about 9 months ago, and it was fit. So, top spec Trofeo, a 4-cylinder mild hybrid entry-level Grecale GT. Will also be available. I'll be honest, I've had a little research. All of the options, up to and including the entry option, look like you can't really lose. The V6 is tuned to give it 325 brake horsepower, 332 pound-foot of torque, 0 to 62 in 5.3 seconds. That's for the Modena. Then the Trofeo bumps those figures to 523 brake horsepower. So the Trofeo in the Maserati range is the top of the line. And 523 brake horsepower, 457 pound-foot of torque, brings you down to 3.8 seconds, 0 to 60, which is absolutely mental, and means it's quicker than a BMW X3M competition, which is really putting it in incredible peer group there. And there's a mild hybrid, 296 brake horsepower, twin turbocharged 2-litre unit, which gives it 5.6 to 60 and a 30 to 32 mile per gallon. Who cares? All very, very, very interesting. The point is, it finally looks like the brand with a pointy trident on the front is going to be back. A couple of design cues as well from Maserati's historic range at the back. They reckon that the lights are akin to the Boomerang in the 3200 GT, a car that has been reviewed on Is It Fast. I suggest you go back into our back catalogue and have a look. It's early days of Is It Fast, but it was a good video. I burnt the clutch out on a Maserati 3200 GT. It was not a good
I
look.
remember that story. Yeah,
yeah, it was pretty bad. There you go. Gave the keys back and went, ooh, it's a bit broken. Bye-bye. But there we go. The Maserati Grecale SUV. I absolutely adore it. I am currently looking. I'm getting all YouTubery. Oh, will I get one? Look at my spec. Oh, clickbait. But genuinely, I want to replace the Stelvio with it. So there we go. Welcome back, Mazza. We love you.
You know what? I love it when we agree on things. It's just a shame it's not going to happen here.
Oh no!
I'm really not feeling this. Have you seen it in the yellow? It just looks like a Renault Megane.
Get in the sea.
It's so dull. If you saw this on the road, you could actually mistake it for a slightly bigger Ford Puma. And you know what? I don't have the time or the crayons to explain to you why you're wrong. Like the interior is also so uninspiring. The black, the chrome, and the stitching to match the color of the exterior paint job. Even with this 4-screen setup, it looks really cramped and boring. There's a 12.3-inch central infotainment screen, an 8.8-inch touchpad for climate control, and for some reason they've added a new digital clock mounted prominently.
I love that clock. What are you talking about?
It looks like a pimple on a pig's arse. Are you kidding me? That's absolutely shocking. They've just chucked this in on the dashboard. Oh, you know what? I'm always a fan of the Maserati grille, but the rest of the body does nothing for me. It sounds a little bit like the last I went to the high school leavers with. But no, I'm sorry. This SUV looks more like a hatchback, and it must be the lowest ground clearance of any SUV ever. Look at it.
Yeah, right. Do you know what? Fair enough. Well, everyone's allowed their opinion. Yes, if you really tried, it could look a bit like a Puma.
I really tried.
If you really tried, right? Ground clearance. Yeah, the ground clearance is rubbish. And do you know why? Because no one, or barely anyone, buys an SUV to go off-roading in it. So, do you know what? Yeah, who gives a flying monkeys about...
Have you seen the speed bumps around yours?
That's true. Yeah, to be right. Okay, in fairness, it would struggle, but at the same time, you don't worry.
Look.
I mean, I never worry about these practicalities. Clearly,
No.
based on nearly every purchase I've ever made of anything, but I don't care, man. I think it's absolutely stunning. I think it's fantastic. Tell us in the comments: are you excited about the rise of Maserati, the Grecale? I think the Grecale is going to be an absolute slam dunk, man. I think it's cracking. Do you know what? When I get mine, I just won't pick you up in it. It's fine, mate.
You know what? That sounds fair. This Maserati is like comparing Stuart's on this show. It's a Maserati, but shorter. There you go. That's all I'm saying.
Fair one. But tell us what you think. The Maserati Grecale, would you go for the Trofeo? Price-wise, by the way, they haven't quite confirmed it, but we reckon it's going to start maybe or kind of around the $68,000 mark. Yeah, I know. This is why I'm like really cobbling together. Can I afford it? Because I really can't. But it's. I think it's smashing. It's really it's really grabbed me. But then again, it is for people like me. But yeah, I really like it. Tell us, do you like it too? To give you an idea, if you're listening, it looks. Well, imagine perfection, and ignore other stew. That's what it looks. That's what it looks like with a Maserati Trident on the front and the side, and the interior is stunning. So
I'll give you the badge is nice.
The badge is nice. There you go. I'll take that.
Tune into Is It Fast live every single Wednesday, 7 p.m. GMT. You are welcome.